हेलो फ्रेंड्स। आज मैं आपको बीएड फर्स्ट ईयर फर्स्ट पेपर का जो पेपर 1 है चाइल्डहुड एंड ग्रोइंग अप का एक क्वेश्चन यूनिट 1 का कराने जा रहा हूँ। ये क्वेश्चन कहीं ना कहीं इम्पोर्टेंट है और इस कंटेंट को कहीं ना कहीं हम लिख भी सकते हैं। तो क्वेश्चन है, राइट ए शॉर्ट नोट ऑन एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल, सोशियोलॉजिकल, हिस्टोरिकल एंड कल्चरल पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ चाइल्डहुड। चाइल्डहुड के पर्सपेक्टिव में हम चार तरीके से पढ़ने वाले हैं। एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल, सोशियोलॉजिकल एंड हिस्टोरिकल एंड कल्चरल पर्सपेक्टिव। इसका आंसर लिखता है, चाइल्डहुड हैज नॉट बीन डिफाइंड एंड एक्सपीरियंस्ड इन द सेम वे इन ऑल सोसाइटी एट ऑल टाइम। Modern Western conception of childhood is historically and culturally specific. Children and childhood. Children and childhood are familiar terms to us. We all have been through the age when we were called children and have experienced the phase called childhood. The word childhood means state or period of being a child. इसका मतलब हो गया कि चाइल्डहुड किसी पर्सनली किसी का एक्सपीरियंस एंड डिफाइंड नहीं है किसी भी सोसाइटी और किसी भी टाइम के लिए। नेक्स्ट कहता है आपका कि मोस्ट टीचर्स वर्क्स इन अ स्कूल हैविंग चिल्ड्रन बिलोंगिंग टू वेरियस बैकग्राउंड। बहुत सारे टीचर ऐसे होते हैं जो स्कूल में काम करते हैं और ऐसे बच्चों को पढ़ा रहे होते हैं जो बच्चे कहीं ना कहीं डिफरेंट बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं। सम अबाउट ऑन चिल्ड्रन, सम ट्राई टू टॉक टू देम टू रिजॉल्व द मैटर एंड सम बिकम इग्नोरेंट। However, to handle children with diverse background is not very simple. ये बहुत आसान नहीं है शिक्षक के लिए कि डाइवर्स बैकग्राउंड के बच्चों को हैंडल कर सके। This exposes us to the reality that we, as adult or as teachers, are not well equipped to understand the classroom context. The fact that diverse situations are commonplace all the more highlights our lack of engagement in this context. Following are the various perspectives of childhood. फर्स्ट है आपका एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव। एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल का मतलब होता है मानव विज्ञान। तो इसमें क्या कहता है कि चाइल्डहुड कैन बी परसिव्ड फ्रॉम 5 एंगल्स। चाइल्डहुड को हम 5 एंगल से परसिव्ड कर सकते हैं वाइल कंसिडरिंग फ्रॉम एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव। एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव के दृष्टि से हम 5 एंगल में इसको हम परसिव कर सकते हैं। द फर्स्ट वन इज दैट द चिल्ड्रेन आर सोशलाइज्ड टू लर्न एंड परपेचुएट एट a set of norms and customs. In this view, children are a small adult in the making, molded by parents and adults in community to sustain the culture of a society. फर्स्ट तो ये कह दिया। सेकेंड वन कहता है, second one is that children personalities are understood as natural reaction of the anxieties and cultural aspect in which they grow up with. The emphasis is now how the cultural pattern are internalized and in turns are reproduced in society. The third one is that the childhood socialization is a process by which norms, attitude, ways of thinking and values of society are acquired by children to enter the next stage of development. This view suggests that child rearing practices are influenced by geography, history and ecology of a community, which in turn shape the personality of a child. The fourth one is that childhood is viewed in terms of developmental niche, which stand for the framework for the examining the cultural structuring of microenvironment of the child. It also tries to explain the environment in terms of child viewpoint and to understand the process of development and acquisition of culture. The last and fifth one is that some anthropologists view childhood itself as a cultural construction shaped by forces within as well as outside a single cultural community. Children experience culture within a family through their daily routine of life. Here, daily routine consists of going to a school, religious practice, play, meal times, and family visits. Generally, culture enters into the mind of a child through various growing up experiences. The experiences children had in childhood might have impacted their adult life. The very idea of what a child or parent is in this view is more the outcome of process of power is an increasingly global political economy in which children as well as parents are constructed or positioned by this agent of power. ये तो हमने देख लिया एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव। अब सेकंड है सोशियोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव। Different conceptions about child and childhood across time, societies, and contexts exist from a sociological perspective of childhood. Yet, in general, as adult envision childhood as one category. Such a vision is more of creation of construction, which is not based on empathetic understanding of experience of children. It is shaped by uniform and narrow vision of society which may have a deep implication on lives of children. This way looking at children seems to be adult construction of children. Childhood as a social construction. Childhood क्या है एक सामाजिक कंस्ट्रक्शन करता है. James defined social construction a theoretical perspective. Social practice. Social practice Childhood as a social construction. James define social construction as a theoretical perspective that explores the way of in which reality is negotiated in everyday life through people interaction and through set of discourses. It focus on culture and context in understanding what happen in society and construction knowledge based on those understanding. To examine the idea of social construction, following point could be considered. Our knowledge about the world is constructed through our daily interaction. First point. Second, there are many possible constructions of the world. All ways of understanding are culturally and historically relative. For this reason, sociologists say that childhood is socially constructed. This means that childhood is something created and defined by society. चाइल्डहुड कहीं ना कहीं से सोसाइटी से ही क्रिएट होता है. जैसे माहौल में एक चाइल्ड रहेगा उस माहौल को जीना चाहेगा. नेक्स्ट कहता है आपका हिस्टोरिकल पर्सपेक्टिव. द मीनिंग एंड डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ चिल्ड्रेन वेरीज अक्रॉस टाइम पीरियड इन हिस्ट्री. फिलिपे एरिज, French historian, who analyzed how children were depicted in history using works of arts, letters, and many other sources. He explored how the meaning of childhood evolved from medieval times onwards to present. The idea of childhood lacked in the medieval countries. Childhood is a later historical creation. It came into existence among the rich people, upper class in the 16th and 17th century. It further developed in the 18th century among the upper class, and it finally emerged on the sense in the 20th century in both the upper and lower class. Once the institution of childhood began to emerge, the situation of the young person began to change in society. First, they were named children. A theory of innocence of child emerged. Children were to be protected from adult reality. The fact of birth, death, sex, tragedy, and adult world event were hidden from the child. Children were increasing segregated by age. Therefore, childhood is not a given concept. It is concept which develop through adult lenses and their ways of perceiving children in the society. थर्ड हमने पढ़ लिया. अब चौथा है आपका कल्चरल पर्सपेक्टिव. इसको देखते हैं. वेरिएशन इन चिल्ड्रन सोशल पोजीशन एंड रोल्स इन डिफरेंट कल्चर आर सीन बिटवीन रूरल एंड अर्बन एरियाज, among different communities and among different countries, as children are reared in different culture. For example, an Indian mother with her baby on her lap does her best to foster emotional ties by cuddling, smiling, singing, and talking. Thus, ensure that she is very much the focus of the baby's attention. On the other hand, the Kaluli people are a small society living in the tropical rainforest of Papua New Guinea, close to Australia, and their mother-baby interaction takes a very different form. Mother hold their babies outward so that they can see others who are part of their social group. Mothers rarely talk directly to their babies. Instead, other people talk to the baby. As Kaluli people are living in one large, long house with no internal walls, the mother-child bond is less significant and children are prepared to be aware of the social community as a whole. Hence, they adopted the practice of facing the child outward and not towards the mother. अब हम कंक्लूजन देखते हैं फाइनली. Further, the mother in Western society gives much importance to teach the child the name of the object and its properties. Whereas in second case, mother want to teach the child the culture norms for polite speech and to focus on interpersonal aspects. Another point is that in Western society, mothers join their children in play to foster their cognitive and educational skills, whereas in Japanese society, play is merely a means of involving a child in social ritual that will develop mother-child relationship. In shaping the personality of children, the child rearing practices are most important. Thus, we may say that each society sets out to produce children with personality characteristics that fit in with its own values. तो ये आपका एक क्वेश्चन का हो गया. आगे 2-3 क्वेश्चन लाऊंगा इस यूनिट का. हर एक यूनिट का 2-3 क्वेश्चन रहेगा. ओके, थैंक यू.